I'm Dr. Victor and the Rasta Rebels with My Number One. A very good evening if you've just joined us. Welcome to the conversation. Weekday evenings from 8 o'clock. We talk topical and relevant matters. And you're certainly welcome to join us in conversation. Share your thoughts on Facebook, on Twitter, via the Smile 90.4 FM app. Download it if you haven't downloaded it already. Or you can certainly share your thoughts on the SMS line 35904. Joining us in studio this evening is the founder and chair of Today4Tomorrow, Lonwabo Damane. Lonwabo, good evening and welcome to the conversation. Good to see you again.
Good evening, Benito. Thank you so much for having us.
No, it's an absolute pleasure. Also joining Lonwabo is the Finance and Fundraising Director at Today4Tomorrow, Inga Dalaze. Inga, good evening and welcome to the conversation.
Good evening, sir. Thank you so much for having us.
No, it's an absolute pleasure. Lonwabo, for those who are not familiar, what is the focus of Today4Tomorrow?
Thank you. Today4Tomorrow basically does tutoring, mentorship, as well as career guidance. We give these to high school learners from disadvantaged areas. We just recently, towards the end of last year, we introduced a fourth leg to our operations, which is social wellness, which technically just looks at the holistic well-being of the learner. So what we do, we transport learners from the institution, which is UWC at this point, every Saturday. So we transport them to enable them to donate 3 hours of their time every Saturday in tutoring, mentoring, as well as providing career guidance to high school learners.
Yes. Okay. The social wellness, that's an interesting development. What sparked that initiative, that new tenet to what you guys offer?
Actually interesting because it was actually founded by one of the members of the organization. So she came up with an idea to say, hey, we see that you're doing this, but it might just not be enough. Think of stuff like what happens when a baby girl does not have sanitary towels to go to school, stuff like that. And let's also check the environment that we tutor these learners into. So currently they are busy about to run a paint drive, so where they go and paint the classrooms that we work within. So technically we're looking really at how can we better the lives of these learners outside just the tutoring space, just to ensure that, but before they even get into the classroom, psychologically they are quite well, emotionally they are well supported, and otherwise.
Absolutely, very, very important, because the learning is just one particular aspect. There's also development, which also needs to be considered. Inga, how did you get involved with Today4Tomorrow?
From the beginning, actually, I knew Lonwabo from back home. So when he had this idea, he called me in and told me everything about Today4Tomorrow and asked basically what role would I like to play in the whole thing. And doing Big accounting, I thought finances is what I'm good at, as much as I want to give back, but I want to give back in a way that I am good. So the fact that he mentioned that one of the members came up with social wellness, this was somewhere we have people coming in who want to do things, but they don't know where they could fit in.
Right.
So if you can't be a tutor, somebody can come up and say, but there is something else that I'm good at that I want to give back. So I came in that capacity where I was the treasurer when we started, and then we introduced the National Executive Committee and the Branch Executive Committee. So now we are into the NEC, where I am the Funds and Fundraising Director.
Okay, and as a fundraising director, is that quite a demanding position in terms of generating funds for the work that you guys do as Today4Tomorrow?
It is. We are a PBO and NPO. It's not easy to get funds.
Especially in these economic climates.
And we can't go and constantly be asking for funds. We need to have ways where we are able to sustain those funds.
Right.
So we still need to sit down and think, if we go to this person and ask for this, how are we going to sustain that? Because we can't come to Benito every year asking for something. So we need to come up with innovative ways to generate funds, innovative ways to sustain the funds that we get.
Okay. Do you have any examples of any innovations that you have plowed into the ground yet?
The one that we have now, this is our third year running the calculator campaign.
Right.
So previously we went to people asking for the actual calculator, or if you don't have the calculator, then you can give us an amount to the value of the calculator. But we thought this only reached people who are in Cape Town and people who actually had the money for a calculator, and a calculator is quite expensive. So this year we thought, okay, let's introduce something new where we're calling this campaign 1 million rands for 1 million citizens. So you can donate from as little as R1, basically. So we have ways where you can go to a crowdfunding site, click and donate, where you go in there, you can read up about our campaign and donate. Or you can actually go to our website as well. We also have a donation platform there where you can donate as well. We also have this idea of having like drop boxes. So, where you have your R2 at home at KFC.
Yes,
so instead of that, you could have like a tin for Today for Tomorrow. So you donate from as little, what you have, basically. And then we add that together. We're trying to target 4,000 learners this year. So we're not just looking at the school that we are working with. We want to go out to as many schools that are disadvantaged, that don't have the calculators that we want.
It's a wonderfully ambitious development, because previously, if I remember correctly, last year's campaign and the first campaign, you were targeting, 400 learners with us, and now it's tenfold now.
Yeah,
actually 50
the growth,
learners.
Benito, is actually mind-blowing. Think about it. This is an organization that was formed, and only 23 learners were part of the organization in the first year of operation.
Actually 21.
21, not even 23.
So
21 learners were part of the organization. So and then we launched this calculator campaign, and we were only after 21 calculators.
Yes.
We got about 30-something. 35 calculators. The following year, we launched, we had 50 learners into the organization, and then the numbers grew. We got donations amounting to about 140 calculators, brand new calculators. So now we're launching again, and now we have about 160 learners in the program, and we're launching in this large capacity. So hopefully the growth stamps up.
160 learners part of the program, and they're all from which particular school that you guys are working with?
We are dealing with a school now in Nyanga,
okay,
Stembele Matiso, and the learners are from there. Technically, we take learners from grade 9, 10, 11, and 12. If you remember correctly, last year and the previous 2 years, we only dealt with grade 9.
That's correct.
But now we revamped our program to say, hey, we want to run a successful program to take you from grade 9 up until grade 12 till we see you to the higher institutions. So the elite learners that we will take from each grade, we want to journey with them until grade 12. So hence now we deal with grade 9, 10, 11, and 12.
Okay, so those learners that were part of the program when you guys started, I'm presuming, Inga, that they are still with you now?
They are still in the program. They're now in grade 10 and 11.
Yes,
yeah,
yes.
They're still in the program.
Yes.
Okay, that really is fantastic and terrific as well that you want to target learners beyond the schools that you work with.
Yeah.
That's the plan. If you think about it, what we've noticed is that people see this on social platforms and so on.
Yeah.
And we've had various inboxes from people saying, hey, can't you do this at our school? So we thought, hey, if we are deploying the same resources and we raise these calculators, most of the time we raise double of these calculators, but we've got people at the same time who would like to donate but do not have the 250 necessarily for the calculator.
Sure.
So why not introduce this, deploy the same resources, the same strategy we do, just revamp it a bit, and then see if we can impact lives more than the 160 learners that we work with.
Smile 90.4 FM, this is The Honest Truth. We are in conversation with Lonwabu Damane and Inga Dalaze from the organization Today for Tomorrow. They are UWC students who felt a need, in fact, and a drive to assist learners by improving their educational outcomes, by mentoring and tutoring them, and now recently also impacting on their social wellness. Since the start of Today for Tomorrow, what has the impact been on the learners? How have they been transformed or motivated by just the interests that has been shown their way?
I think you mostly feel that towards the end of the year. So we have what we call our closing function. So that day is the last day where we see them. So you really feel the impact then, when they're so reluctant, they're so looking forward to the next Saturday as though it will, be a T4T day. And you can actually tell from their eyes, because previously we only did grade 9, remember. So when they come up to say, hey, are you really sure, Booty, that you cannot extend the program to grade 10? You can see into their eyes how eagerly they really want to be part of the program throughout. And when you then also measure, on an Excel sheet, you measure the growth of the learner, and then they come to you and then they say, had it not been for this program, I don't think I would have made it into grade 10. And for the past 2 years, we've had like 100% pass rates. So this year we were handing over.
Excellent.
So we're handing over the calculators we had collected the previous year towards the beginning of this year, as they are now in grade 10. And you see in their faces how much sad they actually were, thinking that the program won't extend to grade 10 and not knowing what we have for them in store. So you really see the growth when you really speak to them and when they actually do the testimonies themselves, because they do come up to say, hey, this program is making a huge impact in my life. And then, of course, the growth and marks.
Do you have engagements with the teachers from the school as well? Have they responded and commented upon how these learners are literally different human beings in their classroom now?
It is actually, because when you see how a learner is from your own space, and then you visit the school at some point, and then you see how they are in a space where there's a teacher, you see that it's a bit of a different two human beings, because they are more free with us, they are more open with us, so we give them a much more open platform for them to share what they really are struggling with. And so the teachers sometimes reach out to say, hey, this really helps out, because now this learner is, improving in this certain area, which I did not think, the learner would be able to improve on. And because now they are more open on the other platform, which is our side. So when we deal with the teachers, they are, to a certain degree, of course, always in touch to say, this is really helping us, and please continue, to run the program within the school.
Or even to just say thank you, because I think the greatest thing for me, for the learners, just besides above and beyond the Excel sheets and the numbers, the personal growth in the learners, the confidence that they have, especially from the social wellness members who come in and talk to them. When you see a learner look at themselves differently and seeing that if Lonwabo can do this, why can't I? Even though I come from Nyanga, even though my parents have never been to school, but I can do this. When you see somebody speak like that, then it's a win for us.
Yes.
Can well imagine. Beautiful moments. So you've started, in fact, you guys have informed me that you've launched the third annual calculator campaign today.
We've launched it today, yes.
All right. And you're aiming to raise funds of 100,000 Rand?
1 million.
1 million Rand for 1 million learners.
So it's 1 million rands from 1 million citizens.
From 1 million citizens. And how can people assist you guys?
You can donate from going into our website, www.today4tomorrow, the number 4.org.za, or you can even go to Click and Donate. We have our campaign running there, and you can email us from our site as well, and then we can send you an email back with the banking details of Today for Tomorrow.
Okay. The email address for Today for Tomorrow? The email address. Info, is it info or something?
Info
yes.
at Today for Tomorrow.
There we go. Info at Today for Tomorrow. And what is the time frame of the campaign?
We are running the campaign up until October.
Okay.
So it's almost about, not really a year, but up until October.
All right.
So
and you're aiming for 4,000 calculators.
We are aiming to buy 4,000 calculators, hoping that some business will also come to play to say, if you buy this 4,000 calculators from us, we'll supplement you with this further calculators so that we impact more learners. But if you do the calcs, if you raise 1 million as we have planned, we'll get to impact 4,000 learners from across the country.
Have you considered how you're going to distribute those calculators to which schools? Because I'm sure it will exceed the amount required for the school that you're working with in Nyanga.
Yes. So we'll use the same way we always use. What we do is the surplus that's left from the calculators that we need. We normally go to schools. Sometimes we go to schools during their certificate ceremonies. So we give top learners, top learners from different schools who are actually struggling and do not have the scientific calculators. And we use different criteria to set out which school we will give how many calculators.
And like you said previously, if there are people who have asked us to go into their schools, and even if we can't necessarily be there to tutor the schools and provide the services that we provide, but we can still go and assist in donating those calculators.
Guys, I certainly wish you luck for this third annual calculator campaign. 1 million rand for 1 million citizens.
It's a 1 million rands from 1 million citizens.
From 1 million citizens.
Yes,
in fact, that number from citizens increases because we've got something like, 54 million citizens.
Exactly.
Can you imagine how many calculators one can generate and how many
Exactly.
members will be impacted upon? Further information, and you can certainly support the organization in the third annual calculator campaign, Today4Tomorrow.org.za. You can write to them, info@Today4Tomorrow, and then you can also support the campaign on Click and Donate. On Click and Donate, what do they have to search for there? Just for the title, 1 million.
Yes.
Okay.
That's
all right.
what
1 million
it's
rands from 1 million.
But the
citizens.
most ideal way would be to go to the website because
There
it has a
is a
button
link.
which sends you to Click and
A
Donate.
lot easier.
which is secure.
A lot easier. Today4Tomorrow.org.za. Lonwabo Damane and Inga Dalaze, thank you guys for joining us in conversation.
Thanks
for
to you,
having
sir,
us.
so much.
It's an absolute pleasure.
A track record of real value creation for